Welcome to the class of 2021 and for high school 2025. I'm happy to present Ethan, our Student Council Vice President, to say the pledge.
All right. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Welcome to the class of 2021 and for high school 2025. I'm happy to present
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mrs. Bemis, our principal, has a welcome for us. I'm happy to present
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to
We
the
welcome
republic
8th grade graduates.
one nation.
The ward staff and I would like to welcome you, all your family and friends that are joining us on the live stream. These are exciting times that are pushing us to try new things, to keep working hard as we strive to be the best we can. The last year, you've shown resilience, grit, and flexibility. You've shown resilience by not giving up when it was hard to go to class online or to wear a mask, especially when it's hot, and in changing all of the routines you've known for years, both at home and at school. You've shown grit by pushing yourself to learn new ways to do school, new ways to stay connected, and you continue to show up even when it's difficult. You've shown flexibility by shifting from in-person to online learning, and you continue to give grace to those around you as you are all dealing with difficult situations during this challenging time. Please take this time to reflect on all of your accomplishments this year and each year that got you to this point.
So every year we have this tradition where the 8th graders write a speech and the classes vote on who they want to give their speech. So we have 2 students presenting their speeches today. The first is Jacelyn.
Hello, friends, family, and people I've never met before because you're online the whole year. As I'm sure you've heard multiple times, this year has been crazy and stressful, and it went by like a flash. Ward has been part of my life for 9 years. It's basically my second home. So when Miss Jaber said I only had 4 weeks left here, it hadn't really hit me yet. How could Ward be gone that quick? However, while writing my speech, I realized Ward won't ever be completely gone. It will stay with me for the rest of my life. But enough of this happiness. I want to thank my teachers who have all helped me throughout my years here. Miss Roeder, thank you for having a class that was both fun and serious. We learned math, and we also learned that none of us knew what the most popular Star Wars movie was. Return of the Jedi, if you were wondering. Miss Waller, while it was loud because of Miles and Trenton, or because of some people, it was always very exciting. Thank you for that. Miss Panicki, I never knew what was going to happen, what anime openings Marco was going to play, or when Jerry was going to, and I quote, go bathroom. Thank you for the mysterious period. Miss Street, thank you for teaching us about taxes. I was prepared to be hunted down by the IRS for tax evasion before you came along and saved me. Miss Jaber, thank you for the memorable classes. For others, Go-Go Squeeze applesauce is just a simple snack. But for me, it is so much more. It's a gift bestowed to mankind by the gods of applesauce. Thank you, Miss Morissette, who is now Miss Schoenfeld, for the relaxed period where we could still get work done. Thank you to my elementary school teachers for helping me be a good child, and to my elective teachers too. And of course, thank you to Principal Bemis, Dr. B, and Miss Beakley for being so amazing. Finally, thank you to you guys, my class, for making Ward worth it all. Oh, that's not it. I still got 2 pages. Hang on. Ward will always be close to my heart. From the first day when I sat behind Izzy and Kaylee and they asked me to play cats with them, to my last few weeks of Ward, they have all been spectacular. When I got my first reminder slip, or my first time failing a test, or when I got yelled at for talking too quietly, these are all special and a little scary memories. I'm not a bad student, though. One time I got yelled at for talking too loud rather than quiet. That's on progress. Ward has been so amazing to me. All those times Trenton and I joked around when really we were borderline bullying each other. It's fine, though. Miss Roder thought it was funny. Ward has been fun in games. It was also serious, too. I'm grateful for that. However, my first days were also filled with, oh, I've had your brother, and also, hey, I recognize that last name. And somehow, even while talking to the 7th graders, I've received a, you're his sister, which can be annoying, but also makes me think how close people are here. My brother doesn't even go to this school anymore, and yet people still know him and talk to him. I hope that when I'm in high school, I can still come here and see everyone and talk to them. Of course, it will be sad to go, but I'm sad that I'm still able to visit. Of course, it will be sad to go, but I'm happy that I'm still able to visit. I'm also happy that people won't know me as that funny guy's sister who doesn't really talk as much as him, but hey, maybe my beloved brother has already ruined my chances at that. I think high school would be fun. I'm not too scared for it. I can see why some people may be nervous, but I've already heard the tales of high school from my brother. To everyone's surprise, it isn't like High School Musical. Sadly, no one will break out into unplanned choreographies or start singing about basketball. Only the theater kids do that, and I'm not joining theater, so I won't be experiencing that. I'm excited to see new faces. Not that there's anything wrong with the faces here, of course. I'm also excited to have more electives to choose from. But also, I'm excited that I can still see most of my friends from here. I'm excited that most of them are coming to high school with me. I'm excited that even though I'm leaving Ward, I still have parts of it with me. I'm excited that I'll always have a part of Ward with me, and Ward will always have a part of me with it. These past 9 years have been entertaining, crazy, and quick. This little school has held so many of my memories. It's been so nice here. Looking back at all the photos from every year made me think, wow, my mom really let me leave the house like that. And it also made me think how lucky this school was to have me, the best student they could ever ask for. In all seriousness, though, this school has been part of my life for a very long time, and it will be hard to say goodbye. I truly love Ward and all the people I've met here. I'm no longer a shy, reserved person, and I will be thankful for that as I take this next step in my life.
Now the Ward Fiddlers, directed by Mrs. Susan Dickens and accompanied by Miss Wilbank and Miss Neuschwander, will be playing for us. Our students playing are Diego Lopez, Ryan Doyle, Timothy Mansfield, Ali Summerall, Simon Reynolds, Dominic Tavina, and Colby Pitton Rocha. And now for our guest speaker, Mrs. Roeder.
Congratulations, class of 2021. Now, I must admit, as the math teacher, I'm a bit outside of my wheelhouse with speech writing. Hopefully, we can power through this before Miss Jaber notices all my mistakes and has me revise and edit. I stand before you today with our final days in sight. And as I look past the tired but excited eyes of students who endured a complicated and hectic year, I look past the relief of moving on from the frustrations of dropped connections, the rogue parent wandering into frame, the constant call to turn on your cameras or to stop showing your ceiling fan. As I stand before you today, I don't see the troubles of a difficult year, full of, admittedly, more downs than ups. As I look at all your faces, I can't help but see the fresh and hopeful faces of new sixth graders, scared that they may never truly understand the rigid and sometimes confusing rules of middle school. But as fresh and anxious as you all may be to get on with it and move forward with your education, I see most importantly how much all of you have grown, how ready you are to tackle whatever your next challenge may be. To some, high school may seem daunting. Believe me, I understand. High school can be scary. I mean, why do you think I teach middle school? They're bigger than me. However, as each of you have demonstrated to your teachers, your families, and to yourselves, you each have a capacity to learn, apply, and overcome adversity in whatever form it may take. As I said, this year has been difficult, to say the least. We have all had to be flexible, learning different forms of communication and information processing, on top of the already challenging WTA curriculum. That was a tall order. But you have risen to the occasion. Each of you have faced unique hardships, both in the classroom and out. But while many people are quick to highlight everything we've lost or missed out on over the last 14 months, I want to focus on the ways you have thrived. And since words aren't my strong suit, I will describe them in the best way I know how, through the mathematical practices. Seriously, I don't know what you all expected when they put a math nerd in charge of this speech. Mathematical practice number 1 states that you make sense of problems and persevere in solving them. Each of you faced problems through the year, and each of you persevered and found your own way to solve them. Unlike math, however, life doesn't always have one right answer. You have each rose to the occasion, and through your perseverance, you have all found your solution. The creativity and adaptability you demonstrated during this year will be valuable tools that you will carry with you the rest of your lives. Mathematical practice number 2 asks you to reason both abstractly and quantitatively. The ability to fully understand the problem and allow you to look beyond your immediate surroundings. More than anything this last year has taught is that school is not a singular place. Being in school just means the active pursuit of education in its many different forms and its many different classrooms, which just happened to include the family living room this year. Beyond that, you have all proven that once you are able to accept that learning goes beyond these walls, it became very easy to argue that you were technically in class while you overslept first period. Now, I am going to skip a bit to practice 6. I was planning on making a point of each practice, but I figured after 3 years of me, the last thing you would want on your graduation is another long math lecture. So finally, I leave you with practice 6. Attend to precision. You are at the completion of all you have learned before, now, and beyond. No lesson learned is too small to be helpful, and every connection you make is worth preserving. I implore you all to take care of each other in any way you can. You have built a network of friendships strong enough to withstand 14 months of lockdown. Communicate with each other clearly. Use your specific words and speak earnestly with one another. Restore the foundations that have inevitably weathered with our isolation. You are at the end of your elementary and middle school careers. Remember your time fondly, both the good parts and the bad, for they will always be part of you. I, for one, will miss my morning banters. The playful energy you brought and the dynamic environment you all created is why I became a teacher. Seeing you all joke, laugh, and dish it back and forth made our class feel like a family. A dysfunctional family, but a happy one. I once again congratulate you, the class of 2021, and I look forward to seeing what you all will accomplish in the future.
Now we have our second student. You please welcome Aaron Bujada up here?
You know that saying, beginning of the end? But your life is not over soon. It is the end of the beginning of your life. I like to think of my life as a book. Once a chapter is over, you read the next one. But that one chapter can influence the rest of the book. It can introduce a new person, new information, a plot twist, anything. Sometimes it can make you want to burn the book, or it can make you sit on the edge of your seat waiting for what comes next. This school year was that chapter. It was hard, but there were some parts that I couldn't wait to see what happens next. It will influence the rest of my life and has changed my life for the better. First coming to Ward in 4th grade, I was new. New to uniforms, the small school, and all the new people. It was hard to fit in after moving from another school. I had never done it before, and I was the new kid who hardly knew anybody. But I knew a handful of people from other activities. I won't call them out, but thank you for helping me find a place here. Because of the people here, I was able to fit in. It was great to meet new people and make new friends and make new memories. I thought that when I moved to Ward, I would never see or remember anything from my old school. But a year later, someone from that school came here, and it was amazing to share this new experience with them. Like when we went to the Grand Canyon trip and we all rode on that bus watching movies and having fun. And just all of the regulars, projects, or all the small stuff that we had fun with. From 4th grade to now, I had so much fun with all of you guys. In 6th grade, adjusting to new classes, to now being comfortable with it. Coming through middle school at Ward was so much fun. I wouldn't have had it any other way. I had once seen a TV show, and one quote caught my attention. Gone, but not forgotten. It seemed to fit this so well. While these years are over, they will stay with me stay with me forever, especially all the amazing people and the memories that I have made. Like when we were reading the Weston game and Trenton asked, when is the 4th of July? We all got a kick out of that. I remember Senora Crano forgetting us, and we were waiting until the office called on the loudspeaker for her to let us in. I remember playing soccer, volleyball, and football with all of my friends and having a great time. Granted, that was before COVID-19 and online school and only leaving your house for food once a week. But all these memories are a part of me. They have shaped me and made me better. There were also some bad memories that, while they were not fun, also changed me. There were also getting clotheslined by a volleyball net, forgetting homework too many times, going to detention for the first time, but surprisingly, it wasn't that bad. But they all taught me something. Always pay attention, especially to where you are running, and remember your homework. Also, was it just me, or was Mr. Atwood's room freezing? I always had to wear a jacket in his room. But through all of it, we stuck together and we survived. I do not think I'm allowed to say this word, so we have been through heck together, through the hot days or the cold, miserable days. That is all due to our great staff and teachers. Thank you to Mrs. Roeder for surviving all those years of math where literally only a couple of people responded. I know teaching math to a bunch of teenagers was painful, but thank you for helping with tutoring and all of the projects. I also want to say thank you to Mr. Atwood, who may not be here, but was always funny and helpful, even though he took away my book in the middle of class. In his defense, I was reading it while he was talking. Thank you to Ms. Pinicky for all of the fun we had in your classroom. When we were dissecting cow eyes, and I asked if I could take home some of the irises, I thought you would say no. But a month later, they were still sitting in my fridge. I think my mom just couldn't take it and just threw them away. Well, what can you do? Thank you to Ms. Jaber for reading us those books and supporting us through our years together. I think I speak for everyone when I say you were a great teacher. Thank you to Mrs. Wilbank and Mrs. Zunis for running PACE and making it a ton of fun. Thank you to Ms. Morissette, who I only knew for a year, for helping us when we were online. It was so much fun in your classroom. Thank you to Ms. Waller for teaching us new stuff in technology. And by just being online, I could hear the noise in the classroom. Thank you for putting up with us. Thank you to Mrs. Street for teaching us on the subject of social studies. It used to be my least favorite, but you made it fun. And to Mrs. Bemis, I hope you have a great time being the principal of this school. Thank you to all the teachers I didn't have but still helped me out. Like when we switched classes in 4th grade for different subjects and the other teacher taught us math or science. Thank you to Nurse Beth, who after too many phone calls, my family started to call my friend. You helped us through every stomachache, every bruise, my stomach hurts, but it really doesn't, I just want some crackers. Thank you to the custodian who keep our, thank you to the custodians who keep our school clean and tip-top shape, and the friendly people in the office who always know how to help, and those who aren't here, but also helped us grow. Ms. Getz, Ms. Reed, Mr. Atwood, and Dr. Bengochia, thank you. No matter what, you will always be my role models and my friends. Alas, all good things have to end, so I bid you all farewell. Goodbye to all of my friends, my colleagues, my acquaintances, and all the people I did not learn from, nor did I know. Goodbye to all who knew me. I hope we meet again. Coming to Ward was one of the best choices of my life. Without this experience, I would not be who I am today. Everyone has affected my life in some way. When I first heard the Ward motto this year, "We rise together," I thought that is one of the cheesiest sayings ever. But when I thought about it, it made me realize that through it all, we stuck together, even though disasters have happened along the way. This motto fit this school this year so well. The coronavirus keeping us away from each other, people leaving, and new people coming. But through it all, we changed with the times, and we are still learning and staying together. No matter what, this chapter of my life will be one of the best. Thank you.
That was awkward. Now for the presentation of awards, Mr. Hudda, please come up and present the most dedicated choir, band, and orchestra students.
All right. For most dedicated band student, Grayson Taylor.
All right, for our most dedicated choir student, Aubriana Jimenez.
You don't get a trophy, I don't
Okay.
think.
Yes. For somebody who has shown great dedication, persistence, going above and beyond, and great humility while learning and being a leader in class, leading by example, I would like to give this to our bass player, Colby Pitanroja. Most dedicated orchestra student.
All right, for most dedicated piano student, Nathan Edgington. And for Apollo Music Award, Isabella Smith. And Apollo a Music Award for Tyler Peter.
All right. Our next award is going to be the Juventus Award, which is the PE award. So this award goes to two outstanding students in PE class, and those students are Dylan Stalker and Ethan Vidalis. Our next awards are going to be our Outstanding Core Classes Awards. So starting out in Social Studies, our two outstanding 8th graders in Social Studies this year were Katie Lim and Tyler Peter. And our two outstanding language arts students, Aubriana Jimenez and Ethan Vidalis. Next, we have our two outstanding math students, Colby Pitton Rocha and Katie Lim. And then our outstanding science students, Ethan Vidalis and Aubriana Jimenez. All right, our next award. So each year we have wonderful donors that grant awards to our 8th grade students who meet certain criteria representing their organizations. The first award we have to present is from the American Legion Auxiliary. This award is given to one girl who participates in school and/or community service, shows a positive attitude towards classmates, school, and the community, displays an understanding and appreciation of civic responsibility, possesses the strength of character and the courage to do what is right, and promotes citizenship with her school or community through other activities. The recipient of this award is Katie Lim. Our next two awards are from the Tempe Elementary Education Association. These awards go to two students with a 3.0 or higher GPA who have positively impacted their community. These awards also come with a $50 scholarship, and the two recipients of these awards are Jacelyn Regalado and Ethan Vidalis. And then the last of our outside awards we have to present are from the Kiwanis Tempe Nuevo Club. These awards go to two students who exhibit good character, citizenship, and service to others, the school, and/or the community. These awards also come with a $100 scholarship, and the recipients of these awards are Aubriana Jimenez and Colby Pitton Rocha. Thank you to our gracious outside donors for granting these awards to our deserving students. Now for our final award. This is the highest honor one can receive at Ward Traditional Academy. This award, the Janus Award, is exclusively and specially given to one 8th grade student at the end of each year. This student is someone who has consistently shown during their middle school education that they have been working on and looking forward to their future. It is my pleasure to present the 2020-2021 Janus Award to Bella Smith.
Now for the presentation of certificates, I'd like to welcome up the middle school teachers, Ms. Kayla Jaber, Ms. Panicki, Ms. Roeder, Ms. Street, Ms. Schoenfeld, and Ms. Waller. Please come on up here for the presentation of promotion certificates. Thank you.
Alexia Arietta.
Jacoby Bedoni.
Marco Benias.
Alexander Bryce.
I was like, what am I looking at? Aaron Bukta.
Aiden Contreras.
Trenton Cousins.
Trenton Covington.
Jaden Delina.
Ariana Del Rio.
Nathan Edgington.
Violet Gamble.
Jackson Gant.
Etta Gardner.
Ruby Gardner.
Brinley Guy.
Aubriana Jimenez.
Tiffany Kelly.
Brandon Kiefer.
Amory Leal.
Katie Lim.
Alo Latau.
Zane Martin.
Jerry Miranda.
Tyler Peter.
Colby Hitten Rota.
Sophia Radvansky.
Jacelyn Regalado.
James Ronald.
Good. Maid Salihovic.
Isabella Skemp.
Bella Smith.
Miles Stallworth. soccer. Grayson Taylor. Layla Sinajini. Isaac Valencia. Ethan Vidalis. Kaylee Weed. Matthias Woods. Ainsley Wright. Alejandro Zamudio.
Congratulations, graduates of 2021. We have a celebration for you, so we will be exiting, starting from the back row, out to the north side of the campus.